Hey you guys, and welcome to my kitchen. No, we're not doing any kitchen tour, but if you do want a kitchen tour, let me know in the comments and I might do something like that. But today's video is about 5 practices that you should be incorporating into your grocery shopping routine. Let me ask you guys a few questions. Are you ordering your groceries very last minute? And then when you do order your groceries, you find a lot of the items are out of stock? How about when you're ordering your groceries, you end up forgetting a lot of items that you needed to add? Or maybe you're over ordering groceries. If you're doing any of these things, stick around with this video and I'll show you how to eliminate those issues. So whenever I'm ordering groceries, I stay forgetting items that I need to add to my grocery list. And it's not enough for me to just go in my fridge or go in my pantry and see what I'm low on with my items. Sometimes the items are not even there because they've completely finished, like the goldfish that my kids like to eat or the Ritz crackers. So one thing that I started doing to help me remember all the things I need to order, whether or not they're already in my fridge or pantry, is I started using an app called Our Groceries. The Our Groceries app is basically a way for me to keep a rolling inventory of all the items that I usually or would like to purchase for my family. What this app allows me to do is to have an inventory list of groceries or items for any store that I shop at. So right now I have an inventory list for H-E-B, which is the grocery store I go to, Target, Walmart, the beauty supply, and even my Nigerian store when I need to get Nigerian food items. So whenever it's time for me to go to the grocery store, I just go through my list of inventory items that I have listed there. And if I need an item, I tap it and it goes right into my shopping list. And once I've picked up that item from the store or I've ordered it online, I tap it again and it goes right back to my inventory. So with doing this, I'm not having to always have to think of what are my items or go and start from scratch from the very beginning of going through my fridge and going through my pantry and trying to remember what are the things I'm gonna cook and what items do I need to purchase. I just go through my inventory list because it's always there and it never goes away. Now, if you do add items to your inventory list, that is maybe for a birthday party or maybe for a family get-together that you don't do too often, you do have that option to just delete it and you're not having to go through a super long inventory list. Because as you add items to it, you still have to, it stays there until you delete it. One of my favorite functions of this app is the barcode. So what you get to do is you use the barcode function on the app and you can scan any barcode of food items inside of your fridge or pantry and it'll immediately know what it is and you can add it into your shopping list. You can set up a category of whether it's a produce or if it's a dry goods type of item. And then it's right there in your list. So they have so many different options of either you writing in the item that you want to put into your shopping list or your inventory list, or you can use the barcode to scan the barcode of the food item that maybe you're low on and it gets added immediately, and that's super easy to do. So we went over having an inventory list, but before even getting an inventory list, the number one thing I always have to do is to clean out my fridge. Now, I have a family of 6. I have 4 growing children that love to eat, love to pick and take food out, put food back, same as my husband. And so oftentimes we have tons of food, especially in the back of the fridge, that maybe has been there forever. I stay every couple days cooking a meal, and I'm sure like any other family wants a brand new fresh meal is prepared, the new meal just disappears. And so it gets pushed back to the fridge and nobody remembers it. So what I like to do to avoid either not seeing items that I actually have and ending up ordering more than I need is I like to go through my fridge and clean it out. I take out every item in my fridge. Whatever needs to be thrown away, I throw it away. If there's a food item that I know and see that my family is not really eating it or not really, wanting it, then I'll just throw it out. Even if it's still good. If it's still good, I know they'll want it in the future, then I'll freeze it. I'll put it in my freezer. But if I know they're not gonna eat it, or maybe there's very little left, I'll just throw it out. And then it just saves me the trouble of waiting for it to spoil and look gross and smell. So once I have all the items that I know are thrown out, another thing that I do is if I have leftovers that are maybe, I cook in bulk because I just don't have that kind of time to cook every single day. So if maybe I cook rice and it's in 2 separate containers, but one container is smaller than the other, I'll consolidate both of those into one container. So then I have more space in my fridge. Then once I do that, I'm able to clearly see what are the things I need to buy and what are the things that we have enough of. And sometimes I'll do that for my pantry as well. But that goes into the next tip that I have, is to have an organized pantry. I can't stress enough how important it is to have an organized and minimal pantry to help with your grocery shopping. Have clear bottles, so that way you can clearly see what you have and what amount you have. Take things out of the packaging, so that way you don't have a whole carton of cookies, and then if you don't pick it up, you only find out there's only one little bag of cookies, or a very small amount of cookies, but it's this huge bag that looks like it might be full. So I take my time to take everything out of the packaging and store it into my pantry, into its ideal location, and that helps me a ton. Now, if you need help with your pantry, I did post a video recently about my pantry organization and cleanup, so go ahead and take a look at that video. I'll go ahead and link it in the description. My 4th tip is probably a no-brainer. I think this is something everyone is doing in these current times that we're in, but that is to shop online. Now, this helps me with keeping under my budget. I'm the kind of person that if I go to Costco or if I go to even my H-E-B store and I see things that look tasty, if I see stuff that they're having samples of, or if I go with my children and they want something, I'm just picking up and adding unnecessary items, things I don't necessarily need, into my grocery cart, and I end up spending over budget almost every time. Or I'm at least bringing home food that we don't need, or it's probably most likely unhealthy. So since we've started consistently buying our groceries online, I'm able to monitor my budget more closely. If I get close to that limit that we have for ourselves, then I'll be like, okay, I'm not adding any more items to my grocery list, to my cart, or maybe I'll take items out and replace it with items that I actually need to have. So I think ordering groceries online, aside from saving tons of time where you don't have to spend hours on end in the grocery store, you also save money by being able to monitor your budget much better. I know a lot of people have issues with the extra fees that come with ordering groceries online. For myself, I find that when I order, I use H-E-B pickup, because in the area where we live, they don't yet deliver. But with H-E-B pickup, they still charge, I think, about $5-6 extra fee if you order. But what I found is that if you order your groceries a few days before time, or if you order your groceries on a particular day of the week, that they don't charge you anything. So it's practically free to order, put in your order, pay for it online, and then go pick it up that day. And H-E-B is like 10 to 15 minutes from my house, so it's not a big deal. I'm still saving tons of time. The 5th tip that I want to share with you all is using a subscription service for items that you cannot run out of. Like I mentioned, I have a family of 6. I have 2 small little babies. I'm a twin mom, so I go through diapers and wipes and soaps and lotions and all kids things so quickly. So I use Amazon Prime subscription to make a recurring purchase for items that I just cannot run out of. So that's my diapers, that's my wipes, that's the kids' soap, that's the kids' toothpaste, their kids' mouthwash, and different home items like that, where I just set it up for them to deliver this product every month or every 2 months without me thinking, and they just automatically take the money out of my account. They'll send me a reminder that, oh, your subscription is coming up to be delivered. So you have the option of, oh, do I still have a good amount? Can I skip this month's order and just wait for the next one? And we also do it for our coffee because we are coffee heads here in this house. But yeah, definitely using a subscription service. We use Amazon Prime, and I'm sure that there are others. That helps us a ton with making sure that we always have our toilet tissues, that we always have our paper towels, we always have the diapers and the wipes, which are key, and that has helped us a ton. So those are the tips I have for you guys today on how to make your grocery shopping more efficient and just a better situation. I know everyone is shopping online considering how the world is in 2021, but we still need to plan and have a process around how we do it, so that way we're not wasting money, we're not putting a lot of unneeded, unnecessary items into our home, and we're not wasting food, most importantly. So if any of these tips are helpful for you, please let me know in the comments. If these are tips that you've never heard of and you want to try, let me know which ones do you want to try out. Or what are the tips that you're using for your home and your family? Let me know, because I always love to hear about new ways to be more efficient in my home and with my family. So until the next video, I'll see you guys, and thank you for watching.